Okay, continuing our discussion on solving inequalities with multiplication or division, this time we will be talking about division property of inequality. So the nice thing about the division property and the multiplication property is that they are pretty much the same idea in such a way that it follows the same rule when it comes to multiplying or dividing positive or negative numbers, okay? Again, just to emphasize, all right? If you are dividing by a positive number, so a positive divisor, your inequality stays, okay? Inequality stays, or you have it the same, okay? If you have a negative divisor, okay, then your inequality switches, okay, changes, okay? That is important. So same rule for multiplication and division. So let's have this example. So let's say we have a problem here wherein you walk dogs in your neighborhood after school. You earn $4.50 per dog. How many dogs do you need to walk to earn at least $75? Okay, our keyword here is at least. So if you would remember from other videos that we have recorded, at least is a greater than or equal to, okay? So you will have a greater than or equal to $75. How many dogs do you need? So we do not know the number of dogs, and each dog is $4.50. So we will have an expression that will be D for our dog over, scratch that, my bad. Let's get that erased off. My bad. It's $4.50 per dog, and so that would be 4.50 times the dog. All right, so how many dogs do we need to get at least $75? So for us to be able to solve this, we will need to get rid of the $4.50. So we will divide by 450. We divide by 450. Okay, so that will now be canceled. And so the number of dogs needs to be greater than or equal to, okay, if you use your calculator, it will say 16.67. That's going to be repeating, but there's no number of dogs that is 16.67, right? So we can round this up to 17, and so we know that we need to have to walk at least 17 dogs to hit $75. All right. So why don't you try this next problem and work it out? Go ahead. All right, so for this scenario, it's pretty much the same as the previous example, only that the keywords or the key phrase is at most. And so it means that we will be using less than or equal to. And so our inequality will be 10.68C, that's the number of cases, is less than or equal to 50. And so dividing by 10.68, we will get around 4.68, and of course we don't have 4.68 cases, and so we round it up, and we need at most 5 cases to get that one in. All right, so let's have this next example. So remember, when we are dividing by a negative number, we have to make sure that we switch the inequality. And so for this particular example, you have negative 9y less than or equal to 63. Okay, we need y to be by itself, so it's divided by negative 9, divide by negative 9. And so y, okay, our inequality now becomes a greater than or equal to, because we divided by a negative number. And if we get 63 divided by negative 9, that's going to be negative 7. And so if we're going to graph it, this is 0, negative 7 is on the left side. It's a solid dot on negative 7, and it is going to be to the right. Okay, so the next example, try this one on your own. Go ahead. So for this, you will have a negative 5x greater than negative 10. We divide by negative 5 on both sides, so we will end up with a positive 2, but our inequality will become a less than. And so graphing it, it will be a hollow dot on 2 and pointing to the left. All right. So to summarize, we can use multiplication and division to solve inequalities. Thank you.